Look at me now and open up and let the words come sure enough that you can feel just what you want to say to me, and let the day take us where we want it to be, so that we can see a way to go from here. We have all had the time to make amends for wrongs of time, but now's the time to go and open love's door forever, and open it to see a world differently, so we will be standing in love's open love's open door. Take my hand and walk with me, so we can go where we'll be free, and we will see the world differently, where one heart can go. Look beyond the years gone by and all the pain that passed.
Yes, we are here for Love's Open Door. We are opening the door to love today. So we hope you're going to join us in a celebration of love. There's been a lot going on in the world, maybe a little bit more than we can handle emotionally, energetically, but now's the time to make the shift. We cannot feed into the hatred and the anger. There's a Broadway musical, South Pacific, and it talks about how people have to be carefully taught to hate. And there's a lot of energy that's spewing out a lot of hate. And yes, there is a lot of injustice in the world. And, well, there's just a lot of chaos. So each one of you has to separate yourself from this chaos. You need to notice what is being done, but not for you to feed into it, but for you to send it love. And that is an interesting task to accomplish. Because the human reaction, the human condition, is to emotionally respond and be in a reactive mode. Now, that reactive mode is often going to take us down a path that's going to create quite a bit of angst. I want you to look at just the political conversations that have happened over the past 4 years. They've been interesting, to say the least. And people have lost their friendships. Some family dinner tables have never been the same because of conversations and our inability to express our opinion and not agree to disagree, but each respect each other's opinion. But there are some things in this world that we cannot accept. There are some things in this world that are difficult to respect. And that's hatred and hurt and pain upon another human being. Somewhere along the line, we forgot that we are citizens of a planet. Yes, hashtag citizens of the planet. United we stand, and divided we are going to fall. And if you notice, we are being pit against brother, sister against sister, race against race, and religion against religion. And so for those of us who are on our spiritual path, we will be judged too. So you need to know what's in your heart. You need to know who you are. And you need to understand what your beliefs are. Because unless they resonate with you on such a deep level, filled with love, all of this chaos is only going to create great angst and disappointment, trouble, and often disease in the body. So now's the time. We are at a pivotal moment in history that, well, astrologically, times we have not seen. And so we need to make these changes now. We need to make the change that is best for ourselves and for our families. But what we choose to do can cause no harm unto another. Let me say that to you all again. No harm to another. So when you move yourself forward in the direction of your desire, let people be who they are. You do not need to judge them. We do not need to agree with everything that goes on. But there is a great heavenly host that is judging everything that is happening. And there's a lot of individuals who are here on earth who do have our best interest at heart. And then there are many who are on their own personal agendas. Now, who and how can you tell who's who? Not an easy gig. But when you come from your heart and you come from the power of love, love is the power to transform anything, and love will shine a light through the darkness so that you can see where the shadow lies. And there you will see the hidden agendas. This is why it is important that you know who you are and you immerse yourself in love, for love is the greatest power. When did the world get so complicated? And why in a time when the breath of life is threatened, are we in a place where now the actual human being is being threatened by an even greater disease, the disease of hate? This hatred can impact far more than any virus ever can. You see, before this pandemic, we've had a pandemic of hatred. But now that too, interestingly enough, is rising to the surface. And it's giving you pause for concern. We have our rights and our voices to be heard. But what words do you want to speak? Careful what you say. If collectively, consciously, we are speaking the energy of hatred, we're saying, I can't breathe, as many are, even though we want to honor the memory, we are actually collectively creating the energy of all of us not being able to breathe. And interestingly enough, please put these pieces together. Didn't the virus, isn't it attacking our breath, our breathing, our lungs? Without air, can you survive? Well, unfortunately, through the death of another, we know you cannot. But hundreds Thousands of people have lost their lives because they weren't able to breathe from a disease. And yet the greatest disease has been a silent killer for centuries. Centuries of hatred building up, rising up. Because why? We cannot see each other as equal. We cannot see each other as other human beings. Must we look at the color of our skin in order to decide if someone belongs in our clan? Won't it be interesting to know when you get back to the heavens, when you report back up for duty with God, to find out that some of the same people you judged because of where they are in their status or the color of their skin or their religion are part of your own soul family? Yeah, God's got a sense of humor. We're forgetting that we're part of this one great light. We're losing sight on the fact that each one of us hurts and we all bleed the same. It doesn't matter if you cut my skin or you cut another's, we're going to bleed. And right now the human race is bleeding. And yes, we want love in our lives. We want romantic love. We want loving families. We want good friends. We want to have magnificence and beauty. And it's actually all still there. But we're being distracted. And I want you to do this. Ask yourself, why the distraction? What is the distraction and what is it taking us away from in the collective conscious energy? And how is this hypnotic programming affecting you and taking you away from love? Do you think that those that carry the light are stronger than that of darkness? Do you believe that we are? We are. But don't you think that the powers of darkness, deception, don't you know that they know that love and light are the strongest ways? So they need to create more angst and disturbances so that we're divided. We step away from love. We can't feel it in our hearts. That we're so riddled with fear to protect our own bodies from a disease. We're so riddled with fear because we don't know where it's safe anymore. We send our children to schools and there's gunshots. There's drive-by shootings. These things don't come from the place of love, and yet they are part of our world. So why is it a world created in love, for love, and fueled by love? Why is it that there's so much pain and despair and hatred and violence? Because somewhere along the way, every individual has a memory of something less than divine and perfect. And that when we see other people in hurt and pain, or they hurt us, it triggers emotions that lie deep within. Because we have not spent enough time in the energy of love. Love is the answer. How do you get yourself there? How do you attract that love mate, that partner that you desire, if you're caught up in all of these emotions? You cannot. How can you attract divine love and have the right partner if you yourself is hurt and insecure, disappointed, and holding on to memories that weigh you down? How can you attract that love? You cannot. You will attract aversion that appears in an illusionary way as if it is the perfect relationship, the perfect experience, or the perfect friend, or the perfect lover, and it won't work. You'll soon find yourself caught in the pattern that reminds you how hurt you really are, how broken inside. And since each one of us, every one of us on this planet has aspects of fragmentation, a break, a disillusionment, a disappointment, a trauma. Everything that our eyes are taking in on the television is reminding us of that trauma and bringing it to the surface. Now, for those of you who want to stay rooted in love, in the energy of love, when it comes to the surface, it's a great opportunity to stretch your spiritual wings and truly step into the energy of healing, releasing, embracing a new paradigm. But for those who are not self-aware and truly connected to a divine supreme energy, it sends them spiraling into a mess, unable to pull themselves up. This is what you're seeing. Have we lost complete values of the things that we've accomplished and created in the world? Do we not stop to look at the marvels of how far mankind has come? The technology, the inventions, the beauty, the architecture, the relationships, the cities that we've built, the communities, the social lives that we've been able to create. Do we not value that? Or are we so self-absorbed in what we think we want and what makes us happy that we've taken it for granted? Well, this too, the pandemic reminded us. Can't take for granted going out to dinner or going to a movie. Can't take for granted going to the beach or walking the streets late at night. Did we not value those experiences? Did we not treasure them? Did we not hold them in the beauteous, most gorgeous energy of light and love, in the highest of regards, as a gift from the Creator, to have the ability to create such great experiences, such great environments? Are we all carrying around that one nugget of hurt and pain, and is that canceling out all the beauty that we've experienced? Where's love? And then we look at relationships, individual love relationships. And yet people continue to hang on to a relationship that clearly isn't working, clearly is not a vibrational match, but because of the fear of being alone or unsure as to what the next chapter holds, frozen in fear. And we resign ourselves to stay exactly where we are because we do not believe we're worthy of anything different or better. Does that sound like an idea that was created in the energy of love that was given to you by God? No, it is not. We have been created with the greatest of light. So when my eyes see a group of individuals trying to take a van and flip it over and destroy property, is that in love? Yes, we are all frustrated. We are all frustrated that people have turned on each other, and that there are those that think that they are better than and greater than. But love is greater than them. Not destruction, not despair. And we are in the energy of the heart chakra. We are in the energy of love. And when you speak with love, when you allow love to be your voice, you are heard. Speak your truth. But as you're speaking your truth, hold the vibration of how you would like things to be, how you envision them. We've been here so many times before as a human race. And unfortunately, we will be here again. Until we understand that love is the only force and power. But you see, each one of you watching here today, you have the power to send love and blessings everywhere. And you have your rights to speak your peace, to speak your truth. We still have those. But let it not cause a disturbance or a hurt to another. We don't need any more hurt. We have people in hospitals dying without their family, without their friends, alone and scared. We have individuals who are afraid to go out into the world because of an underlying condition and the fear of their loss of life. But they have no one to help them, so they go anyway. All around us, we're being faced with fear, lack, scarcity, hatred, and pain. Now do you see why today we come to you and say, let's talk about love? And I know someone may be skipping through and say, what's love going to do? When you've got people in power judging others before they have any reason to, and treating others less than, what's love going to do? Well, I can tell you what hatred will do. It will create more events as what we're seeing. I can tell you what fear is going to do. It is going to bring upon you that which you fear the most. I can tell you what lack and scarcity will do. It'll bring to you even more. But love is responsible for everything beautiful that you see in this world. Even when a bird is flying in the sky and maybe has a little tiff with another bird, and you see them kind of do a little bird fight, it's a territorial mark. But it is not with the same emotions and anger that we as humans can eject from us. We just send it out into the world. Choose love. Choose the energy of love today. Everything in the planet is created in love, and the entire universe is fueled by that same force. And the energy of the planets, well, it's a rough one. They're harsh. And it's bringing up everything harsh that has ever been. But out of the chaos will come order. But those of you who want to be in the energy of love, trust that love will fuel all. It's so important. Do you remember the time when you were little and someone picked on you? You know, maybe that class bully, or someone teased you because they didn't like the clothes you wore to school one day, or maybe your pigtails at school. Or maybe you tried out for a team and nobody picked you, and you felt less than. Do you remember the taunting and the hatred that children cast upon others? Did you ever wonder how a loving child comes into this world and starts out playing with all the other children when they're 1 and 2 and 3, sometimes 4, and then suddenly they go to school and someone judges another and thinks another is less than? How did a loving child that was brought to this world How did they move forward and then lose their way? How did they do that? It's a time for all of us to go back to simpler ways and to choose love. A little child does not hold an emotion long enough to let it carry through. It feels an emotion and lets it pass, and instantly goes back to love. Do you ever see a dog that maybe their trainer or their master is very rough with them, yet the dog loves them unconditionally? How did we lose that unconditional love? You have the answers inside. Speak your truth, but send the message of love. Let every post that you share be a message of love. Speak your truth, but speak from love. We know not what it's like to be anything but who we are. So the only person we can really govern is ourselves. But if collectively, all of us, starting here, starting now, starting on this day, if all of us could just hold the energy of love, collectively we would all make a difference. And we could shift and open the door to love. And I ask you this question: how much do you love you? How much do you honor who you are? What is your self-talk? How do you interpret your actions? Are you judging yourself? Are you your own worst critic? Start by loving you. Because as you love you, others will love you as well. And you will attract more loving experiences regardless of what's going on in the world. And you will radiate and sustain the most magnificent health ever. Be true to who you are, but follow your energy of love. That's our message for all of you today. In our opening statements, we are going to answer your questions. We're going to talk to you in the feed, and as always on our Sunday Funday, we're going to give you a general collective reading, and I have a feeling it's going to be interesting because there's a lot going on in the world. And as these planets are retrograde, Venus, Jupiter, we're noticing these changes. And as they continue to churn up the energy, we have to stay even more rooted in the energy of love and recognize that each person, regardless of skin color, regardless of beliefs, political stance, is a human being. And we need to send love and be love. Good to see everybody here on the feed. Good to have you here. We welcome you on our Sunday Funday. We've got our cards here. And we still kept our studio outside the center just for some convenience for our Sunday Funday. And it gives us an opportunity to, well, definitely put a little sunlight on me at the end of the day, but gives us an opportunity to stay connected with you and incorporate a little bit more into the show than we would at the center. We've got the piano here. I know Spirit's got some music for you regarding this, well, these circumstances and conditions. We've got a lot going on. I've got the cards for the collective group. We've got our love cards right here as well. just love our love cards. They're always a powerful deck of cards. And of course, wouldn't be a Sunday Funday without Helena. Hey Helena, how you doing?
There's my mic, and you ready for this? Boom. Hold on. Look. I'll look this way, and you look to your left, and it'll look like we're looking at each other.
What?
Oh wait, hold on. No, I gotta look this way. My bad. I'm in the mirror. That's what happens to you.
What is wrong with you?
Don't give me pasta before we start.
Yeah, we just finished our lunch, everybody. So it was gluten-free, Helena. You should be fine.
Oh, I'll be good this time. But good to see everybody.
Yeah, we missed you all last Sunday. We were taking a little time off, just a little bit. And thank you everyone who showed up for our birthday celebration on our radio show. That was good. Thank you so much. And let's see here. So Helena, what's your thoughts on love?
On love?
Got a lot going on in the world.
Yeah, and I've kind of had my own little experience going through the loop these last couple of weeks too, to say the least. And it's actually love and being centered in myself. I had to register what I was thinking. It's actually that love and that centering and the practice that we learned here that really got me through all of that. And if I didn't have my SarahSpiritual CD with me these last couple of weeks, and really made that effort to, not that I was ignoring everything that's going on, it was like keeping your eye open to it and then making that decision for yourself to go above and beyond it.
It's a choice.
Yeah.
It is always a choice. And that's why I tell people choose love. And not allow it to hook into you, because it's so easy to hook into us. And of course, it's very easy to feel the energy of outrage because the actions have been outrageous. But it's all happening at a time when we are all raw and worn from our past few months of battling what they're calling an unseen enemy. But really the enemy that is the strongest and really an energy that we can't really discern until it's upon us is the energy of hatred. And that's been longer than any pandemic. So it's something that we need to heal and cure now. We got our cards here for everyone. We're going to take out and do a collective reading for everybody and see what is happening here for all of us. And
I put makeup on today. You can't see it in my camera because we got all the lights on you, but I did sparkles.
She did sparkles, yeah.
I did. Actually, hold on. Let me see. Can you see my mascara there? Oh, yeah.
We can see the mascara.
Look at that lash. All natural.
The things we do behind the scenes here, everyone. Yes, indeed. So we've got our cards here for everybody. And we're going to take 3 from each one of these decks we have. We have our goddess cards and we've got our mystical wisdom cards here for all of you today. Let's see what our goddess cards have to say for everybody. Mother Mary is expect a miracle. Have faith in your prayers. They have been answered. So we want to have faith in our prayers and we want to trust that our prayers are being answered. Mother Mary is coming to us, and who better than the mother of love and the mother of compassion to have here with us than Mother Mary at this time. And quiet time. The siege goddess says take some quiet time alone and meditate and contemplate. Obviously this goddess doesn't realize we've been in quarantine for 2 months and we've had enough alone quiet time. But even here the cards are saying we still need more quiet time. We've had some, but we need a lot more quiet time because we have been driven to busyness. And then we have our Asura, the blooming. And you are getting started, so have the patience for your flowers to bloom. So we are blooming a whole new life, a whole new way, a whole new paradigm for mankind. And this is going to take some time. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius here. And we're going to go to our mystical wisdom cards. And I love these cards. They're so beautiful. Self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. Another thing we learned in quarantine. We can do a lot by ourselves and get used to that solitude. You know, you kind of come into the world alone and you leave by yourself. So it's good to know how to be in your own energy and really love your own company. And then we've got the next card here, which is dreams. You have to believe in your dreams. I hope that everybody is holding true to their dreams and truly believing that anything is possible. And in this quiet time of this pandemic, we've all had an opportunity to really look and see what is important to us. And to maybe, for some of you, reinvent yourself, which has been a wonderful, powerful time. And then we have memories. Cherish your memories of your loved ones. A lot of people have gone before us, paved the way. Have gratitude and appreciation for your great-grandparents, their great-great-great-grandparents, and your parents. Have appreciation for all that have gone before you, and remember that our loved ones on the other side are forever connected to you, always in the energy of love with you, always. So we're going to open up to some questions in just a minute. We're going to see who we've got in the feed. Good to have you all here. To see everyone and see let's see, we've got some questions here. We've got some people here. A lot of people have been flying solo for a few months. Suzanne Harvey says, I've been flying solo for about 3 months, just me and the kids. And it's good. It's good for all of us to be in that energy of being by ourselves and truly embracing the energy of self-love. Helena, we got a lot of questions in the feed here.
Yeah, just making sure everybody adds their birthday, their specific question, and if you're asking about another person, please also include their birthday. And remember,
include their birthday.
Put it all in one comment. This helps us display everything and then answer as many questions as possible.
Yep. I know we got some questions about love, like girl, boy meets girl, girl meets boy. We got that going on for sure because, well, that's what my other cards are telling me. We got a lot of love questions. You're like, yeah, I'm happy with all unconditional love, but what about my love life? Well, we're going to give you your love life a little bit. We're going to give the temperature of your love life. And for a lot of us, the love meter is not doing so good right about now. The energy's a little stressed out there. And a lot of things are coming up from the past, my cards are telling me. So if you've got some old lovers popping back in, they may not be your dream lover and they ain't coming to rescue you. So you might want to turn the other way and keep it moving, because old past loves popping up is not always the way to go. There's a reason why they're in the past. Let's leave the past in the past. Don't be making excuses for bad behavior. Yes, Helena?
Sorry, I had a frightening dream last night. It just kind of reminded me about that. An ex popped up and was stalking me in my dream.
Oh.
So that was just a little scary.
Well, you better look outside your window. It might be more than a dream. They don't know where you live, do they? No. Oh, thank God. And we're going to grab that paper over there, too, because we've got our love cards. You see, there's a lot of emotions out there. The moon card just flipped up, and we know there's a lot of emotions going on here. I got the sun coming right in on me here. Don't let the sun go down on me. Don't let the sun. All right, we're picking 3 love cards before we go to everyone's personal questions. I hope you're loading them up, because we got a lot to tell you, but these are going to be some powerful love cards here. How many people have love questions? Just kind of raise your hand here. Tina Calloway, I love Tina Calloway. She's like, I'm reading my I'm reading my Psalms at lunch, and they're helping me with the stress. So thank you, Tina Calloway. Powerful Psalms. If you haven't taken our classes, take a look on my website, SarahSpiritual. If you've missed some of our classes, you can always catch them on the replay. They're up on the website. And we just loaded up a couple of more just this weekend, so hopefully you can catch those. And we've got some classes coming up, and one of them is about love. But let's talk about what's coming up on Tuesday. This Tuesday, and that would be June the 2nd, we have our pendulum class. Yes, indeed. The trusty pendulum. We're going to be talking about the pendulum and how to use this pendulum. How do you ask some questions? How do you get answers? You ever wonder how Sarah Spiritual hears all she hears? Well, my pendulum hears all that I hear. Oh, you wonder how I hear what I hear, pendulum? Yes, that's true, huh? Well, pendulum, I'm just going to ask you to stop right now. You see, sometimes you've just got to get things under control. But when you learn how to work with the pendulum, there's so much you can do. You got questions about that boy you want to date? Take out your pendulum. You want to know if you should go to a party? Take out your pendulum. You want to know if you should take a new job, or there's a new job coming, or you should move? Take out your pendulum. If you'd like to have some instant access to some questions and answers, take my pendulum class. It's only $7, Tuesday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And then we've got another class coming up. We've got a lot coming up now that I think about it. When's my next day off?
What do you mean?
Oh, see? She's like, when are you off, Sarah?
What do you mean a day off? What are those?
Day off? Yeah. So we also have another class that is not a program or a workshop on June 11th. And June 11th is our love class. And if you want to know love's power to create and heal, and if you have a lot of patterns of brokenheartedness, disappointment in relationships, or misaligned energy in family, or your self-talk is not doing very well, or maybe, just maybe, you've had just enough alone time, especially after quarantine, and you're ready for the right partner, you want to take Love's Power. It has the power to create anything in your life, and it has the power to heal. And if you want to create a perfect divine partnership, you want to take our love class. That class is $11. We would love to see you at our love class. And we've got a boot camp coming up, so I hope you're taking our boot camp. You get to work out with Sarah Spiritual. Let's get physical, but we want to hear our spirit talk. Let's check these love cards that I pulled up. They were looking kind of interesting. The first card we pulled up was balance. Love is not always agreeing just for the sake of it. It is striving to achieve a balance between everyone. So please, remember, love has a balance. It is a give and a take. So we pulled the love card balance for everybody. And then the next card we pulled was secret admirer. Maybe we pulled this one for Helena, for her ex who's coming to her in her dreams. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they're letting on. So someone here in the feed, we know it's not Helena in her dream, but otherwise she got a stalker, never mind an admirer. But someone here in the feed definitely has a secret admirer, and maybe you're not sending off the loving vibes to let them know they can ease on down the road and ask you out. So you might want to work on approachability and allow someone to come in and be in your energy and not have a wall. That's what our power of love to heal and create is going to teach you in that class. So we've got our secret admirer, and this card looks extra interesting. And this is emotions are a natural and necessary part of life, but they can also distort your perception and close your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment. And what you're seeing even in the world is a lot of pent-up energy and resentment. So be open and honest with yourself and let it go. Again, we're going to do a powerful meditation at our love class. We'll put it back up for everyone to see. I hope you join us on June 11th. And I can't believe it. I just can't believe it. I absolutely can't believe it. I holy crow can't believe it. But today is May 31st, everyone. Where did the time go when I was sitting in the corner somewhere here in my room reading during the pandemic? Apparently 2 whole months went by. So I'm always of the mindset that once we get to the 4th of July, boom, summer's gone. Here in Florida, every day's summer. I don't sweat it the way I did up north, but we are just about halfway through the year, everyone. Hold on to your hats because it was a rough beginning, and I'm not speaking doom and gloom, but we got a couple of more bumps to go through coming out of 2020. That's why you need to be good with you. You need to be where you want to be. You need to know what your truth is. You need to set your sight on your vision. You need to get to your vision, because as the walls come tumbling down, you may not be able to get from where you want to be to from where you are if you are not focused on your intentions and in your spirit connection. I'm encouraging everyone, let go of the madness, let go of the chaos, manifest, create, love, forgive, and ease on down the road, because it's going to get a little interesting as we get to the end of 2020, everyone. So you want to really elevate now. You know, there's a way to grow, and then there's another way to grow that's a little more uncomfortable. I'm choosing this uncomfortability to finish some growth spurts within myself. I strongly suggest you all do your growing this beginning part of the year. Don't try to grow at the end of the year, because it's going to be like Bigfoot coming down on you. Helena, we got questions?
Some of them about love. Actually, I think almost all of them are about love.
Well, that's why we picked the love topic. I was looking for love topic here.
Absolutely. Let's see.
All right,
Let's
see
do
what we
this
got
cue
going
here. Because I started to add a whole bunch.
We got a lot of confusion here in the feed as well. I just saw Shayna Dorset's name. Good to see you. Hey, Marcy Smith. I just see her pop on. Caitlin, how you doing? Juan Love is boot camp ready. Going to see you in camp. We're going to work you guys out. Just wait and see what you're going to do. Jana Lynn Clark is saying, stop in the name of love before you break my heart. Think it over. So there you go. I gave you the song for your statement, Jana Lynn. Thank you so much. She says, greetings, earthlings. And Leanne Lockwood, she want to quit her job. You know what? I don't think I even have that option in my contract. I don't think I can quit my job. So we got to talk to Leanne Lockwood, see what's going on with her. We got Kelsey King. Good to see Kelsey King here. Lourdes Fernandez. Sharon Young is popping into the building. Good to see you again, Sharon. Got Suzanne Harvey. Just scrolling through, seeing who we got here. Fiona is here.
Karen G. packing for camp.
She's packing for camp, yeah. Marshmallows. We have to have a marshmallow party at the end of boot camp.
Oh my goodness.
I'm not sure how we're going to do that. Well, yes, I am. We're going to all make our little pot of fire in front of us remotely on our class, and we're going to just make a little fire, take our marshmallows and our stick, and we'll be eating our marshmallows on our last day of camp. 4 weeks of boot camp with SarahSpiritual. Work it out.
Someone get this woman a fire pit so we don't start fires on the table.
Okay, do you want to know what happened yesterday? You ready to hear a special moment, SarahSpiritual, in the morning? So I had to open the center yesterday. I don't know where my students were. Apparently, I'm opening the store now. Andrew was doing something, so we were down a man. So anyway, Isabel came in, she helped me open the store, so I got it in my head, since I was there early, I had all this time to do all this special spiritual stuff. And you know how I tell you people you need to smoke out the energy and clear the energy? I decide I'm going to do it, but I'm not just going to do it, I'm going to do it. So I get out my charcoal, I dig through all my little products, I'm like, oh, we're going to take some of this resin and some of this resin. Guys, we're talking frickin' bonfire. So I get out my cauldron. We got these new little cauldron things, and it's just a little silver pot. Not really a cauldron, but looks like one. And so we got this new, bigger cauldron. So I put 2 pieces of charcoal because we're going to light it up. I'm like, we're good. So I light it up. We get going. I'm moving it around. Cauldron gets really hot, by the way, when you're trying to hold it. So then I've got my shirt, and I've got it wrapped around the handle so that I don't burn my finger. And we're running around. I was doing fine. And then I decide I'm going to place it in the front of the store on a little ledge. You can see this coming, right? San Expedito statue's there, and there's a little corner of ledge. Apparently was not big enough to hold my little pot. With my little burning charcoal, that was going really fine with all my smoke and all my resin, and it had burned a lot. Matter of fact, at this point, I added my third piece of charcoal. Let's not forget that. So I really had a lot of smoke going. If there was a spirit in my center, it was leaving if it wasn't of the light. I had every corner. I even think if there was a spider or a little fly, they left the building the minute they saw me coming. I mean, I had the whole place smoking like, you couldn't even breathe. So I go right before San Expedito statue. I'm all set to be like, oh, San Expedito, oh, angels and saints, right here by the door, and go through my whole I love you story. And thank you for this day. Blessings, blessings, love, love, mwah, mwah, love you, baby, love you, baby. Put it on the edge. 3 burning charcoals fly out of the pot, land on the ground. And now I'm trying to decide. Lucky for me, it's like a marbly kind of floor. Lucky for me. So now I'm frantically trying to pick the charcoal. Now I do have nails. So at first I think maybe I can spear them with my nail. You getting a sense of what happened in the morning there? This is after 2 cups of coffee. Obviously I needed 3, or maybe I need to drink wine early. I don't know. So then I realized that there's these little pieces of paper as petitions in front of San Expedito. So whoever petition I burned, I am so sorry. But I took the little folded petitions and I'm scooping up the charcoal and putting it back in the pot. Of course, in walks customers at this time. There's SarahSpiritual, knee deep in charcoal, all in a sweaty, crazy mess because she's fighting fires in the front of the store. It wasn't pretty, guys. It was a hot mess. But charcoal kept burning. I want to let you know that when you're on a mission to smoke out, that stuff does not go out. I could have spit on it 6 times. It still wasn't going to go out. So we had to work it. So then I was able to leave it there. Then I had to get the broom because, you know, now, of course, I've got like ash and charcoal all over the floor. So the customers are coming in, and there I am sweeping out the store from all the dirt. It was a mess, people.
Who let you loose yesterday? We cannot let you out by yourself.
I remember the time I was doing it in the house, and somehow the charcoal flew out of the thing and landed on the rug. That wasn't pretty.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't start a fire, but I had a mark for a long time till I changed the rug. I tried putting something over it so no one would notice. It wasn't pretty.
Oh,
so careful when you play with fire, people. It's not, especially when you're doing spirit work. Damn spirits. I know somebody's got to be here laughing at me here.
we're dying over here.
Are we dying? Is everybody dying? Could you just see the mess here?
Yeah.
See, look, Rhonda Sharon's like, we love you. We're glad you're okay. Yes, I'm glad I'm okay too. I mean, it really wasn't that much. It was just a catastrophe, that's all. So, Shannon Dorset's like shaking my head, Sarah. Just shaking my head. Yeah, you would have all been shaking your head. But let me tell you, if any spirit didn't belong there, they were out. They were out. And sometimes you all need to do that because you think some of your moods are your own moods. You think with all this angst and energy in the outside world that suddenly you're waking up feeling all depressed and not happy and out of sync. You think that's all your energy, like you think you went to bed one way and woke up another way? Or do you think maybe the energy is a little dense and while you're laying there in 8 hours of heaviness, you woke up, you felt a little off? Or maybe you go to work and you come back like ready to choke people. That's because of energy. Now, I know not everybody can smoke out their offices as much as I think you would like to run through your offices with a bandana across your head and a feather, maybe a spear, and a bundle of sage, and kind of wave it over your coworkers. But sometimes that's where you take out your SarahSpiritual spray and spray under your desk and start fanning, so hopefully you'll get to the other end of the room. We got some betrayal going on here in the feed. We got betrayal going on here, so somebody's really... Listen to Alice Moore. Alice Moore, we need martinis. And she's like, just because there's fire doesn't mean you're going to get burned. That's right, Alice Moore, you tell me. We still need our martinis. We got to go to Bimini Twist and get our martinis. Yeah, Rhonda's saying it's contagious. The energy is contagious when people are out of sorts. Let's answer some questions. We got some breakups going on. Who's got a breakup question?
Well, I got Sherry, who's into a gentleman.
Oh, Sherry, yes. Hey, Sherry messaged me. Sherry messaged me, and she's been trying to get through on the feed. And good to see you in the... See, I invited you all. Did everybody share the page? Did I say share the page? Could you share the page, please?
Did I share it? Oh, yeah, I did.
I'm sorry if you worried a little less about your mascara and shared the page and did what you're supposed to do. We might be sharing.
Well,
everyone share the page, please.
Well.
Let me see what's going on with Miss Sherry here. Hold on. Of course, I got rickshaw paper today too. Of course, they give me a pen that doesn't write. Okay, it's lovely. Okay, we're good. It's working now. Okay. Sherry baby, Sherry baby. All right, so she's into this gentleman, just wondering if he's as interested. Sherry Edens, we got a story for you, little princess. Let me tell you that this is the year for you for love. And the important thing for you to remember is your own self-care, self-love, and personal power. Now, this guy runs a little hot and cold, so that may be why you're asking the question, because his whole energy is about duality. 1 minute he's one way, next minute he's not sending the same vibe. But this is also, lucky for you, his love year. This is his year for him to find love and be in love. And I do see a good connection. I feel as if you two get along well, there's a nice flow. But I see a wall. I see his wall, and I feel, Sherry, that he's not really letting you all the way in. And so sometimes you come in, and then I feel like he's not taking you down the path of what you would like to see happen next. But I'm going to ask you to ask yourself this question. Because remember, sometimes everyone, I'm saying this for everyone right now, when we are in this energy of love, sometimes we think the other person is sending us mixed signals, but it's really us putting up a wall. So Sherry, I got to go back 3 years. I'm actually going to go back 2016 into 17, but all of 17. That seems kind of bumpy, 17. So I feel as if there's some emotional things that you're still projecting a bit, and you're a little bit more specific and straightforward and resilient, and he's not quite as steady as you are as a human being. So I'm seeing the differences in personality, but I'm seeing his wall comes up because he's not really ready for a lot. And then your wall comes up and you kind of are sending a signal to push him away. I see a man who enjoys you. I see a man who needs to take his time with this. And he's kind of the guy, and this may not be your style, so this may not be good for you. So hear what I'm going to describe. He needs to feel like he's in control. So if he steps away, you have to kind of just let it be and see when he comes back and how he comes back, because sometimes I feel like he's testing you to see some reaction from you, to see how you're going to interact after that. So he's into you, but I don't think he's ready to really be in a relationship that is, the kind of relationship you want to have. But if you are just true to yourself and you send out your love, not your fear, he'll either step in and be fully present, or he'll just disconnect himself and someone else will be able to come in. But I can see the interest. I could see your being charmed by this gentleman, because he can be kind of charming. So just let this play out a little bit to answer your question. He is into you or interested in you. He's just not sure he's ready for the whole relationship thing. All right, Sherry? Thank you, Sherry Edens, for following us and being persistent with your question. Everyone, if you're persistent with your question, don't spam us in the feed, but if you're persistent with your question, we do our best to get to everybody. If we don't get to you on this show, we'll get to you at another show. You know, we're not really asking for you to do anything for us. We just want to be here to be of assistance for you. So thank you so much. Thanks, Sherry. Welcome to our conversation today. How's everyone doing here?
Doing all right. Let's see what's going on here. Lourdes Fernandez
Yes.
would like to know about, let's see, how will I know true love? Will it come to me, and how do you see me professionally? Where am I going with that? Please and thank you.
Okay, Lourdes. Well, first of all, I want to talk to you about love. Love is actually a powerful tool for you this year, and it's a great year to, well, it was supposed to be a good year to connect, but I know we're a little all behind schedule in life because we're kind of in a fearful state. But I want you to know, Lourdes, that there's a great power of energy for you for love. And how will you know? I just heard Spirit say, you'll just know, Lourdes. You'll feel it. You'll feel the connection. You know, I hear a song in my head. Some enchanted evening, you will see a stranger. You will see a stranger across the crowded room, and fly to his side and make him your own. And it goes on to say how all your whole life you'll see them again and again and again. It's just like this feeling that you get. But this is a great connection year for you. It's a great year of love. And Lourdes, the love will be true because you are going to see their actions match their words. You know, people have to be consistent. People have to show up and show us their true authentic self. And we all have hurt, we all have walls, so it's not always easy for people to let the walls down. But Lourdes, they will show you who they are, and they have a level of transparency and authenticity. And that's really important for love to be true. And this is a good, powerful year for love. And as far as professionally, next year is a real strong year for advancement for profession. I don't know that this year makes a big difference in profession, in movement, but I see love this year and profession next year. Thanks, Lourdes Fernandez, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
Next, I want to go to YouTube. I have Shelly on YouTube. She says, thank you for being a beautiful inspiration. And is there anything I am continuously refusing to see that needs to be healed so I can continue to grow?
You know, Shelly, you're being aware of what you notice and noticing what you notice. And that is, if I were to say anything to everyone, it's notice what you notice. And don't judge it. Just notice it and then let it unfold. And you're learning to trust. If there's anything you could do more continuously, Shelly is learning to trust. Trust the process, and please trust yourself. You have great insight, intuition, and you've grown tremendously in this time. This time has been a year of expansion for you internally, emotionally, spiritually. And last year was a year to open you up to divine love. I am made aware that when I go back into the energy of 2016, I feel like that was a time of some changes and some bumps for you, but you've passed through that time, and now you are in a stronger energy of attracting what you want, trusting the process, trusting yourself, and really just being free to ask the universe for what you want, and then wait for it to happen, because it will happen. Thank you, Shelly, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
Shelly was with us on YouTube, actually.
Oh, thank you for your YouTube question.
Next, I got Jennifer. We're going back to Facebook. Jennifer would like to know if her business will prosper.
Jennifer, let's see. You know, Jennifer, this is a time for you to tap into your creativity so that your business can prosper. We need a creative approach, we need a fresh approach, and we need to build consistency. I see prosperity coming in the business, I see momentum coming, I see you applying more direction in the business, and I feel as if once August hits, things build up and build more momentum, And so when I spin you into 2021, this time next year, you, girl, are on your way for some heavy-duty momentum and business prosperity. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for your business Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
Next, I have Brandy Bryant Johnson. She says she's confused by which path to take and overwhelmed by the emotional energy in the environment. What spiritual gifts should she be tapping into to move in the right direction for her 6 children and herself?
You know, Brandy Johnson, that's a great question. First of all, everyone's feeling a little overwhelmed. Good that you notice that it's impacting you. The gift you should tap into is the gift of love and the gift of intuition. Learning to align yourself with your intuition is a powerful tool. Your question makes me feel as if you're taking our boot camp would be a benefit for you because you would be able to perfect your gifts. But I do see you as a very intuitive being, and I also see a lot of angels, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, and I also see the angel Shamuel, which is the love angel, around you. These angels are here with you to assist you in navigating life. Disconnect yourself from the outside world chatter, reassure yourself and your children that you are always protected and you are safe, and that love is the answer for all of you. You are going to move yourself in the right direction, even more so when the September month hits of 2020. I feel like there's a positive change for you coming then, Brandy. And I also feel some increase in finances coming, so that makes me feel as if there's a work choice, financial increase that comes your way. Thank you, Brandy, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
I have Sarah Makia next. She's asking about her dog. She has a cancerous tumor in her mouth and it grew. The doctors think radiation is the option. Could you please help her with what will go on?
That's difficult when our pets are in some kind of distress, and you also have to take a look at how much suffering is going to happen to your animal, and of course be aware of what you need to do as far as the doctors say. I feel that the radiation is going to slow the growth, and something by the way you're asking the question makes me feel that they're not comfortable trying to remove it, almost as if they were to remove it, this is kind of what I'm hearing from Spirit, that if they were to remove that tumor, then it might spread, and then it would be even a worse situation. So some radiation may bring a little bit more time to the dog, but I do feel that this tumor is very, very serious. So let's see if the radiation can kill those cells and reduce it so that the dog can continue to have a joyful, healthy life on this planet. We send you much healing energy from Archangel Raphael, and we call in the presence of St. Francis, the patron saint of animals, to be of assistance to you and your dog. Thank you. We send you much love. We know this is a difficult place to be in when our animals are in pain and suffering. Thank you, Sarah Makia, for your question. Who else do we have?
Next, I have Riette Stevens. What direction should I go with my career? What's the next step forward?
You know, Rietta, one thing that I'm made aware of for you is this year is a year of expansion, but I feel as if we need to expand into a different direction. And I know you're asking what direction, but you need to step off the path that you're on and pick a new direction, because I feel like there's a cap, a limit on the path that you're on. Your next step forward is a kind of a reinvention of yourself. I feel like something got hindered. Maybe this pandemic hindered the progress of your career, or it isn't going to allow you to expand in the way you want. So there is a reinvention of yourself coming. And I will tell you that the change that I see, the choice to kind of take yourself off this path and go on a whole new path, does not happen instantaneously. It is something that happens over the period of the next 15 months, taking us to 2021, where whatever path you're on for career ends and changes in 2021. I'd rather see it be by your direction than something else changes and you're not expecting the change, and then you're not in place for a new career. Something that might benefit you is to do a life path with me, a life path journey, so that we can see what is best for you energetically as far as a choice, but a reinvention of self will be most beneficial for you. And to use the next 3 months to give this a lot of thought and consideration. The path you're on does need to change. Thank you for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
Next, I'm going to Caitlin.
Hey, Caitlin.
Do you see me ever getting married? Is love coming soon?
Caitlin, Caitlin, Caitlin. This question is a question that we want you to know the answer to. Caitlin, do you believe you're ready for love? Caitlin, are you ready? Do you really want love? Are you ready for an equal vibrational match partner? I see love, but you have to believe that you see love. In order to truly get this love to show up lickety-split, which they really need to, I see here that this year for you is preparatory for this love, and love is coming, and I see love partnership in less than a year. And try not to wonder and look for love. It's when we look for something that we cannot find it. It is when we allow ourselves to stumble upon it that we find it. Anyone who's ever lost something in their house and looked and looked and looked and couldn't find it knows what it's like to then give up, and then next thing you know, you're like, wait a minute, they're right over here. That's how love's going to be, right over there. But you're busy looking over here going, I wonder if I got love. Love is coming for you, Caitlin. And you're a bit of a free spirit, so I know that it's going to be really important for you to attract the right person who's going to let you express yourself and be who you've come to be. But Caitlin, love is coming, less than a year. And oh, yes, by the way, you will be getting married. And hopefully, I'll be singing at your wedding. Thank you, Caitlin, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
We're going to be singing at so many weddings, we're going to need a whole band. I've got Shayna Dorset, and she had a new guy, Mike, come into her life. She was wondering if he was sincere, and should she allow him in? A recent dream has her weary.
Well, let me check out Mr. Mike here. Mr. Mike, Mr. Mike, Mr. Mike. Mr. Mike is all show and not as much go as he likes you to think. So he's actually focused, or should be focused more on his career and his advancement. And I don't know that he's bringing enough to the table, actually, Shayna Dorset. So I see here for you that he's, well, Spirit says, you know, you can pass the time, but in time, he may not be enough for you, is how I hear it from Spirit. So thank you, Shayna Dorset, for your Facebook question. We can do better. Thank you. Who else do we have? What are you laughing at for, Helena?
Just laying it out here. Here we go. 2020, who cares? Just say it.
You gotta say it. We ain't got much time, peeps.
Yeah. We've got Tanya.
Tanya Swanson.
She's been on her own for a long time asking, will I meet someone?
Okay, so 6. Okay, we got it. Well, I know you've been on your own for a long time, but you really have difficulty letting people in, and you actually haven't had much opportunity to meet too many people either here, Tanya Swanson. But I do feel that since from your birthday, which is tomorrow, happy birthday, that in the year's time from this June to next June, that is the perfect time for you to have a partner. So this year, this birthday calendar year for you is going to bring partnership for you. So it is an important time for love, and this is going to be your time. So thank you for that Facebook question. I know you've been on your own, but love is coming. Who else do we have?
Ooh, we are gonna go to, hold on, I'm trying to find some love in here. Oh,
Love
Marcy.
question.
Oh,
Marcy.
Marcy. What do you see for me in my future romantically?
Marcy. Marcy, for your future romantically, I hope you're tripping the life fantastic this year, because this is a year of connections, and I feel like Marcy, I feel as if love was kind of a bit of a revolving door. Like I see people coming through, but nobody really staying, nothing really connecting. I don't really feel that we've had the right romance come through that we could really feel connected to for a long period of time. But this year is going to offer you, starting in October of this year, it's going to offer you opportunity to meet someone. The way they describe it is it's an event, a gathering, which of course we know no one's going very far for right now, so that might be why Spirit's saying October. But there's this energy of a gathering, and you meet someone either through someone or they came with someone to something, and you get to have the romantic connection for your future romantically. I feel like, and I don't know, Marcy, if there's someone that you just broke up with, or were kind of in between, or were not 100%, because I feel like there's somebody there, but I don't know that they're really showing up in the ways that you want. Something seems detached from that. So I feel like there's going to be another opportunity to meet someone. So I don't want you to hang on to something that's dead. Marta, give me some feedback there, because I'm just feeling like the presence of a relationship or a past relationship that's kind of holding on to you energetically, and it's not necessarily fulfilling you, Marcy, romantically. So let's see if we can get feedback from Marcy on that. Marcy Smith, thank you so much.
She wrote yes twice to when you started and just a few moments ago. So
okay, great.
Looks like we're spot on there.
Yeah. So, okay, Marcy. So move yourself in a better direction of someone who's going to really show up and stay fully present for you, because that's really important.
This just came in. She asked, is there a chance with that person?
Girl, what has he shown you so far? All right, we'll pull a card, Marcy. Is there a chance? Well, first of all, there's always a chance, everyone. Where's my love cards? No, better yet, we're going to these cards. Marcy? Well, they just gave us the answer right here. 4 cards fell. Spirit wants you to stay strong, waiting for love. There is abundance coming for you. Right now, the relationship you ask about is stuck and stagnant. That is you, Marcy. And does that look like the kind of relationship, Marcy, that's going to last? That's worth waiting for? Do you want to be waiting for this, little girl? Let's not say we did, please. Drop it. Let it go. Do I need to sing Frozen? Let it go. Let it go. Is there a chance? Yeah, there's always a chance. He's going to need a lobotomy, and Jesus is going to have to appear to him front and center, but that's about it. You knew the answer to that question before you asked it. Next love. Look for someone else. Who else do we have?
We got another one.
Got another love.
Rhonda Sharon. She's before she wasn't specific, but now she's specific. If I'm going to stay with my partner, is she going to stay with them? Is she going to stay with her partner?
You guys are asking the hard questions. I hope you're ready for the hard answers. That's all I'm saying. All right, your partner. My spirit guide says your partner's special. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Well, maybe I do know, but Rhonda, do you really want to stay there? Don't you feel limited? I don't see you staying there. I don't see it lasting. I don't see it lasting. Rhonda. Look over the fence. There's something else coming. A lot of dissatisfaction going on here. Are you going to stay with your partner? First word I heard was no. But you have free will. You decide what you want to do, but I don't feel like you're fulfilled. Give me feedback on the feed, but Rhonda, See what you can do to get something better for you, more comfortable. That will work for you. Who else do we have?
I got Lara Anderson. Not a love question, but still important. She recently sustained a permanent injury whilst at work. Should she apply for a claim?
Lara Anderson, yes, you should apply for a claim. You should. It's going to take some time to get that all settled, but if we have a permanent injury, there is a permanent action that can be taken to help support you. Will you be okay if you don't apply for the claim? You will, Lara, but I also feel that this is available to you, and you never know unless you try, and I feel like it may not be easy and it may take a little time. I don't think maybe. I know it'll take some time. So please file for that and let the wheels of justice unfold. Thank you, Lara Anderson, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
Next I have Karen Light.
Karen Light.
What does Spirit want to tell me about my love life?
Karen Light. Choices are the name of the game of your love life. Do not limit. One must be made. Put ourselves in choices. Current love energy is on the meter of a 4. In sustainability, on a scale of 1 to 10, 4 is not sustainable. So your love life is a time of try before you buy, honey. Just, you need to sample what life has to offer you till you can make a choice and really understand what it is that you want, Karen Light. So Karen, by all means, move yourself forward in a direction of being true to yourself, but be careful not to be caught in anybody else's illusionary web. The spiders are out this time of year. That's all Spirit has to say on that one, honey. Thank you. Who else do we have?
They ain't wrong about them spiders. I'm running
Watch
into them
those
webs.
spiders. No, watch. That's some sticky webs we got going on.
I want to go to Dory D's
Dory
next.
D's, how are you?
Is this person have a good intention for Dory? Is this a good energy for her? Will it be successful or lasting?
You know, Dory, this person actually has a nice free spirit, a nice vibe to them, Dory D's, and I feel as if they're getting ready for love. They also are very eclectic, eccentric, so sometimes we can't make them feel tied down. It has to be a nice free flow between the two of you. You both have to feel as if you can authentically be yourselves. You're a little bit more grounded and solid in your approach to things than this individual. So sometimes you may feel like you are having to pull them and rein them in a bit. But remember, you're not here to be in a partnership for mothering them. You're here to be in a partnership of an equal vibrational match. You know, the relationship is a good connection. Will it be successful or lasting? It's going to depend on, and this is the key to this relationship success, how you appreciate the differences you each bring to the table and don't try to change the other. That's really important in this relationship because you both have magnificent qualities, but we have to be careful that where there's differences that we don't try to change the other to be exactly like us. If we can both do this freely and lovingly, this relationship can be a good relationship between the two of you. You both carry some hurt from the past, so I understand there's some junk in the trunk. We got some baggage going on, but I do feel that they're a lovely person. So let's see if you can both be honest with yourselves and each other. Thank you, Dory D's, for that Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
Next I have Sharon Young. She says, her lease is up. What are Spirit's thoughts on relocating?
Oh, no. Sharon Young, a lease? No. When is it up? July 31st?
Mm-hmm.
Ay, ay, ay. You can develop your ministry wherever you are, Sharon Young. I don't know that you need to relocate to do that. I don't really know why that might feel that way for you. Remember, something always keeps bringing you back here. So you can develop your ministry. Your ministry can be developed regardless of where you live. Because your ministry now, especially now, can be developed in so many different communities. If you don't feel that there's I'll use the word, church or gathering place that you feel like you would want to express yourself, if you don't feel that that's a fit for you and that's the path that you'd like to choose, then there's a part of me that would almost send you I don't even want to say it, back towards the Carolinas. So I feel like you can stay here and make it work. I don't know that another change is going to make things any different for you than they already are. The other possibility for you is if you wish to stay in Florida and just move north as opposed to staying in the southern part of Florida, that might also open up. But you can renew your lease and you still would be fine. There's a lot of choices on the table here, but sometimes change doesn't bring results. You are the person who creates the results, and it is not always, and most times has nothing to do with location. It has to do with what's going on with you and around you. Thank you, Sharon Young, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have?
Next I have, where are we going? I got a lot left here. Actually, here, let's go to Kelsey King.
Kelsey King, how are you today?
Kelsey King, what is in my romantic future? Will this year be the year for me?
This year, Kelsey King, this year will not be the love year for you. This year is the year to let go of everything that's blocked love from being the way you want it to be, Kelsey King. This year is a year of major transformation. And when I spin you into 2021 and 2022, that's where I see relationship, I see connection, I see union, I feel a whole different vibe. But this year seems to be a cleanup of the years that have been before this year. So I will take us back 2 years. We're cleaning up. So this is a time for you to create change and shift what you attract to you so that you can have a better relationship with yourself and the next partner. So this isn't necessarily the love time for you. This is the cleanup time to remove a lot of things that have blocked love from your life, particularly unavailable people who showed up one way but then presented themselves totally different than you imagined them to be. We're kind of falling in love with a false identity of people, and we want to really have a better understanding of who people are. All right, thank you, Kelsey King. Let's look for next year. Who else do we have?
Next, I want to go to Suzanne Harvey. She's been working a lot on spiritual growth over this pandemic, including our classes.
I know, you spent almost the whole entire pandemic with me, Suzanne Harvey. Thank you so much.
She's letting go of all that doesn't serve her and wondering when a love partner may appear.
Can I have something stronger to drink than water here? Because these love questions are getting... do we have any alcohol in this house? I don't even know.
I should have brought some. I could have brought us the cloud.
I don't know. Where's Juan Love with the wine delivery? I'm serious. All right. Well, I actually have wine. I have 4 bottles of special wine, but it's a whole nother story. It's actually named after my cat. We have Cleopatra wine. Okay. When a love partner will appear, the interesting thing about this question is that Something's coming, I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be great. The air is blowing, and something great is coming. Come on, deliver me. It's coming. Suzanne Harvey, let's spin you towards the end of this year. Love better not be making you wait much longer, girl, because it's coming. Time is coming, coming, coming. You've been getting ready, working on you, loving you, raising your frequency, doing your homework. And, you know, this is what I love. This is what I love about my students. But this is what I love about spiritual growth. When we take the time to invest in ourselves, we become a better partner, a better friend, a better lover, a better connective person, and we become much better at attracting and manifesting the right partner, the right connection, and clearing up the old gunk that has been blocking us. And even if we haven't cleared it all, because we are products of a lot of conditioning, as we're seeing in the world, as we talked about in the very beginning in the opening of the show. So when we're doing our work, if something comes up that's from the past, we've developed the skill set to handle it and not allow it to derail us on the progress that we've made. You've made very great progress, magnificent progress, and if I were to say to you that I feel as if it's going to take you to November, December, January, February, that window of time, that's when I see love coming in. So just keep doing your work, and when you least expect it, something's coming. I don't know what it is, but it's gonna be great. Thank you, Suzanne Harvey, for that Facebook question. And thank you for taking my class. Hope you join us for our boot camp. We're gonna be working out, guys. I'm so excited. Who else do we have?
Jennifer Sullivano wants to know about her and her man.
Someday he'll come along, the man I love. We got alarms going off here. Somebody kidnapped Cleopatra, I think. I don't know. There's an Amber Alert going on somebody's phone. So, did somebody get kidnapped? Is my cat gone?
No, they're just saying I-95 northbound and southbound. I just got a text message. Apparently, there's a protest going on the highway. So.
Oh, what town?
Our town, West Palm Beach, closed from Palm Beach Lakes to Southern Boulevard in West Palm.
Okay.
So if you're traveling out there, go home. Stay home.
All right, everyone. Let me say this again. We're going to answer your question, Jennifer. United we stand, divided we fall. Do not allow this to take you from your path, everyone. Do not allow the anger to override and create more reason for the people who do wrong to others to feel justified in their actions. We have to take the high road here, even if the powers that be are not, we still have to take the high road. So I hope whoever's out there protesting, they're speaking their truth and not creating more adversarial contact, because hate is breeding hate. We're battling a virus. So we've got two on the horizon. We've got the pandemic of the COVID, and we also have the pandemic of hatred. So we've got to send a lot of love, and we ask that all of our people who are out there protesting and speaking their truth and exercising their right to speak truth are remaining safe. Let's see, we are going to talk to Jennifer Sullivano. She says, how my man and I doing? Let's see what's going on. So the first thing I see for this here is, Jennifer, this is going to be a year of, it might feel a little bumpy for you personally, some changes. You may be considering making a change in the career or a move from one department to another to find your true satisfaction. Your man here, well, he seems like he's kind of a strong personality. He likes things a particular way, and I've got this strong energy with him that this year he's trying to reinvent himself in some way, and so he seems to have gone inside because he really wants things to be successful for himself, and it's important that he has everything that he wants in his life. So for him, success builds him up and also makes him a better partner because it's a very intricate part of him. I feel like he's got a lot of financial growth coming for him as well. You're both going through changes of your own. He's going on an inward change, and you're going to be making a lot of outward changes in your life. But as long as we are communicative through this experience, you're going to find that that is going to make a good impact on your lives. So thank you so much, Jennifer Silvano, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
Next, let's see here.
Okay. Yeah, Shannon Dorsett said that that happened in Dallas when they stopped traffic. So she says it was kind of dangerous when she went to work in 2017. There was a protest. So who else do we have?
Lori Ann Scarin is asking, any love for me this summer?
Summer loving had me a blast. Summer loving happened so fast. Met a boy, cute as can be. Let's see if we got some love coming for you. Ooh, ooh, card just flew up right on my hand. Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Bam! Sacred space. We got some sacred space. Create an altar, visit the power place, and comment to the divine. So go to sacred space and make a sacred contract with yourself and the divine, and bam, love is coming. They tell me get the love cards. I was like, where are the love cards? Here we go for you, my dear. Let's see. Let me have that question again. Lori Ann. And Lori Ann's got a birthday coming up this month, so that's cool. It's for June, anyhow. I know, it's like almost June. All right, Lori Ann, I just picked a love card from our love deck that I just love so much. Oh, wow. Lori Ann, see? They said make sacred space with the divine and build an altar and ask for what you want. But this beautiful card, take a good look at this card. You ready for the answer? Romance. Cupid's arrow strikes. That would be a yes for the summer lovin' had me a blast. Lori Ann, keep us posted on this love picture because you got love coming real soon, my dear. I know we got to all get out of the house, but summer may turn into the beginning of fall, but well, it's all good. Depends on the timing here, but it's coming soon, my dear. Thank you so much for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
Let's go to Fiona.
Fiona, let's see what Fiona's got here.
She's worried about her children. She wasn't sure if it was her eldest or youngest child who needed their hearing checked. She's wondering what's going on with them and what's in store for her.
I believe it may be, well, first of all, a lot of them they're both young, but I think from what I recall from the way Spirit presented to me, I'm looking at the child is having trouble speaking. They're not as far along in their communication. That's the child that has to get their hearing checked. That's what Spirit is saying. I actually almost feel like they both could stand to use to get their hearing checked, but I feel as if it may be the child born in 2014. So get that, take a look at that and see what's going on there, all right? Fiona, it's going to be okay though. I know that they're going to be able to help you with that. Thank you, Fiona, for following us on Facebook. Good to see everybody here. Thank you so much. I know that we've got some other special stuff here, and we've got some healing to happen. And let me know if you shared the page. Everyone, let me know if you shared the page here. That would be great. Who else shared the page here? Okay, and let's see. All right, let's see who is that here. Okay, Who else do you have here, Helena?
Yeah, I want to go to Kimberly Griffiths.
Kimberly Griffith.
She's been doing her mentorship work, and should she be delving more into past life journeys with clients?
It can be beneficial to do that work with clients, especially if you're noticing a client is having a lot of blockages in this lifetime. A lot of times it's things that happened in this life, but there are times where it's a past life. And having the people really realize that the soul is a continuum of time is really important. It's something that's really important to do. So yes, Kimberly Griffith, let's have you delve into some past life, work with your clients, and deepen that knowledge, and the way that you do it will be really powerful. So thank you very much, Kimberly Griffith, for joining us here tonight. And rock on, girl. That's a good thing to do. Past life regressions are kind of cool. They're very cool. Who else do we have?
We got Kovila Devi Kulin
Okay.
asking, when am I going to Australia? Please and thank you.
Oh, let's see here. I'm feeling, they said, I'll show you how they wrote it for me. They said they wrote November, they crossed it off. They wrote December, they crossed it off. So there's something that makes me feel as if you're going to have plans to go. You're going to say, okay, this is when I'm going. And then something's going to push it back or change it. And then I actually feel like you're going to end up closer in the 2021 time than in 2020 to go to Australia. So I actually lead you to February as a time to go to Australia. So I don't know what your plans are, but just watch when you make those plans that you really are sure, and that there's a way out of the plans just in case, because I feel like something's going to stop you from going when you want to go. Thank you, Covelia Debbie, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
I got Tina Calloway asking, who's visiting me in my sleep? Whoever it is, it's intimate on some level of consciousness. She doesn't know who it is, she can't identify it, and she hopes it's a person. What to do? What does she do?
I don't really feel it's a person. I don't feel that it's an actual physical person. I feel like it's an energetic being. And so if I were you, Tina Calloway, I would put some kosher salt in a glass of water next to the bed, and I would put some kyanite or black tourmaline next to the bed as well. I would put a couple of things there, because I have a feeling it's a spirit passing through, connecting to you in the conscious state. I don't feel the spirit means you any harm, but I also don't feel like it has any, it really should be stopping on your stop. You're not a stop on their bus stop. So Tina Calloway, just do some things to shift the energy, maybe smoke out the house, and then you will see. I don't feel like it's a person in the physical being, that you have someone that you know or you will meet. I don't feel that. I don't feel like it's a twin flame person. I don't feel like it's the person you're going to meet that's your partner. I don't feel that. I feel like it's a spirit almost masking as if they are someone significant for you, but they're not. So I don't get a bad feeling. I just don't feel that it's an authentic feeling. Thank you, Tina Calloway, for your Facebook question. Who else do we have here?
I've got Loretta Ann. She's asking about her sister's 13-year-old kitty, Rocky, was brought to the emergency vet this afternoon. He's diabetic and his sugar is dangerously low. He was admitted to the vet overnight.
Yeah, Rocky should be okay. Rocky needs, of course, to be balanced a little bit more. I feel like they'll bring the blood sugar levels up, but it's just a difficulty that really needs to be noticed and tended to. So let's make sure, Loretta Ann, that they get some meds or something, which I'm sure the vet will do for them. But, you know, Rocky is getting older, but I feel like Rocky has a little more time on the planet. So let's see what the vet does for him tonight. They should be able to stabilize that blood sugar so that things stay normal for a while. Thank you, Loretta Ann, for that Facebook question. And give my best to your sister. Thank you so much. Bye. Who else do we have?
Next, I want to go to, oh my goodness, lots of questions here. We've got Ampa.
Hey, Ampa, how are you? Thank you so much for joining us.
She's asking, is there a message from her father? They had a strange distance relationship before he passed. And all he wanted before he passed was to see her. She agreed with it, but she couldn't see him before he left. She feels like she couldn't give him peace before he left.
He is at peace, Ampa. There were some things he needed to say because he wasn't present during part of your life and he didn't really honor the relationship. And he wanted to talk to you about that, but now that he's on the other side, he has a much better understanding. And all he really cares about now on the other side is that you are well and that you are at peace yourself here on earth. So stay well and just trust that all is going to be well with you and that there's no bad vibes now that he is on the other side and that he sends you much, much love. And you can be at peace because he is at peace. Thank you, Ampa, for that great Facebook question. We're going to take a minute to change gears here for everybody. And we've got a little bit more coming for you, so I hope you stay with us. Give us just about 60 seconds. We're going to change this set, and we got a little bit more to give you all, and I hope in the meantime you share the page. If you didn't share the page, please share the page. And stay with us, everyone, because we're going to be right back. Give us just 60 seconds. See you now.
Take my hand and walk with me so we can standing in love's open door. Love's open door. Why is there fear in war? Why is there hurt and pain? What must we do to make a better world? What must we do to make the change? I imagine the world filled with peace. I imagine a world filled with love of everyone in the world. Why must we hate? Why must we cause pain? Why must we painfully never let each other be who we're meant to be? What can we do to make the world better, to change the way that we see each other? Why must there be hate? Why must there be pain? Why can't everyone love each other for who they are? And the war, the pain, the hurt, the pain, the sorrow we feel in the world right now. Open the door. Open your heart. Let the world feel your love. Why must there be hate? Why must there be pain? Why can't we just feel
So that's Spirit's message for everything that's going on in the world. That's what they just gave me to share with all of you, so that you know that there's a better way. There's a better life for all of us if we could just let go of the hurt and the pain and open the door to love. So thank you, everyone. So what we like to do here before we get to our healing part is, well, if you've been here before, you know, give us a phrase, give us a word, give us something to run with, and Spirit's going to write you a song. Going to write us all a message so that we can move forward. So what do we have here? Let's let something build up in the feed for everybody. What you got, Helena?
Beauty and beautiful. Beautiful feathers and guardian angels.
What else we got?
Letting it come in. Confidence.
What do we have? Keep them coming, everyone.
Unity and harmony. Trust and believe. United. Respect to nature and each other.
Let's stand together, you and I. Let's hold our head up high. Let's stand together, you and I. There's no divide. Let's be united. Let's remember we're the ones making the world. Let's hold our heads up high and tell everyone that love is the answer now. Let's be united in love, united in peace, united in light. Let's be united in who we are and who we've come to be. Oh, let's hold our head up high. Remember who we are, and let's all love another for the light we see inside. Let's be united, united. We are one, so let's all be united. And who else do we have?
Oh yeah. These songs giving me goosebumps.
You never know what's going to come out, right?
Elke from Holland says, love yourself.
What else we got?
Camaraderie. Love. Peace and understanding.
What else?
Reunion. And believing.
in time now. Could I change the past? If I could go back now, would it last? There are so many times I dream of reunions, of us sitting and making peace with each other. There are so many times I see your eyes looking back at me. Why does there have to be a right and wrong? Why does there have to be a way of hurt? Why can't we believe everyone has a place in life? What I wouldn't give to go back in time with you. What I would say and do for our reunion. What I wouldn't say and do for our reunion. I know there's a lot of people who think about having a reunion with someone, going back in time. Sometimes the reunion is, we wish we could have said goodbye to them before they passed or spoken our truth. So there's never a wrong time for a reunion when you're speaking from your heart. Who else do we have?
We've got the words, I said Violet Flame, because I don't think we have a Violet Ray or Violet Flame song yet.
Not yet. It hasn't come through yet. That one's going to be special. It's not time, I guess.
We've got Acceptance from the Expedito Enlightenment Center, Faith from Andrea and Amazing Grace, Love and Peace to All at This Very Tough Time from Isabel Dobson,
These are difficult times now. Let's all shine love and peace. Let's all be the light we've come to be. These are difficult times now for everyone. So let's all open up our hearts now. These are difficult times to shine. So open up your heart and let the love be your light. Let love be your light. There we go. Healing words, what do we have?
We're stuck on healing words right now because I think we're all just basking in this energy right now.
Yeah.
Let's bring in some healing energy. Who needs healing? I think the world needs healing. I think a lot of us need healing too, yes?
Heal me now, awaken my heart. Heal me now, open my mind to you. Heal me now and let me feel the power of love. Heal me now so I can see the light inside my soul. Heal me now, open up the door to eternity so I can be the best I've ever been. All my life I've ever wanted to be. Heal me now, awaken in me everything I ever wanted to be. I will be eternally grateful. Awaken in me the right way to see the world so I can be. Oh, my heart and my soul came to be. Awaken me and heal me. I believe that time can hold the reasons that I don't understand. Wash away the hurt, wash away the pain so I can be free. Heal me now, heal me now. Heal me now, and I will be whole. Heal me now, and I will be whole.
I know it's a crazy world, but we chose to be here. So open your hearts. If you want the world to heal, heal yourself. If you want the world to be a better place, be in love, be in light, and embrace all that you've come to be. Each one of you is a great being with great light.
And remember, we're fighting the war of hate. But put down your sword. Just put it down and open up your heart to love. Love and peace will change the world. And the you that you've come to be, you bring a gift. Let the world see your gift and embrace all that you are. And remember, God, the angels, they're right by your side. You're not fighting this alone. You have to heal. And if we each heal, the energy of healing will go out and transform the world. Remember, love is the answer. Thank you for spending a Sunday Funday with us and opening love's door. It sounds chaotic out there in the world, but remember, you hold the power of love which can transform anything. Be well, stay safe. God bless you. Thank you for joining us on Sunday Funday. Good night, and I am SarahSpiritual. Take my hand and walk with me. love's